Hello guys, I'm back with another video on operating systems. So we'll do the numericals. The first video was on, you can see here I have this still the slide, the first come first serve. It's already there, just as non-preemptive, and the criteria is arrival time. The process which comes first will be given first. Now let's come to shortest job first, and the important points here are it is non-preemptive. Okay, I know there is preemptive on it as well, but in this video we'll be studying only the non-preemptive part. Let's go to the criteria. The criteria here will be the burst time. So the lowest process or the process with the lowest burst time will be given the CPU first. Now let's see a small few points on the shortest job first. The shortest job means a process whose burst time will be lower. We will be selecting that process, and in case of the same burst time we will use the FCFS method. So those are the just two methods. So whose burst time will be less, we will be giving the CPU to that process. I'll just underline that. It's a burst time who's lower, or just can mark it for, yeah, whose burst time will be lower. We will be selecting that process. So in case of the same burst time, we will use FCFS. Yeah, that's it on FCFS. And it is non-preemptive. So we have already discussed in the first video what is non-preemptive. Non-preemptive means if one process is given to the CPU to be executed, then the entire process will be executed without any interruption. Whereas preemptive means the process will be interrupted and a new process will be given. We'll be doing that in the next video. Let's go to this problem. It is a very easy one. So first we'll be seeing what's given in the problem. Always remember to draw in my style or in the style in which I am doing, so that you will be easy to face numericals. There are a lot of ways, but this is the best which I find as of now. As of 2022 and December end, this is the best method. So we'll first write the PID. It should be given in the question. And the arrival time is also should be given. The burst time will be given. You have to find the completion time, turnaround time, and the waiting time. And in questions, it will mostly ask you to draw the Gantt chart and to draw to find calculate the average waiting time and the average turnaround time. So let's start. It's non-preemptive, so you know that once CPU is granted a process, the whole process will run. So okay, let's start. First, we'll see which process arrives. So at this time 0, always remember time starts from 0. So here we'll just name the process as 0. At 0, which process has arrived? You can see that only P1 has arrived, and P1 will run till its completion. So we'll run P1 up to how much? Up to 7. So let this be P1. At 7, we see that all the process have already arrived in the ready queue, and out of which we will only select the ones which has the lowest burst time. So the lowest burst time here, it has been P3. So P3 will be granted the CPU next. So P3 will be selected here. As you can see, the burst time here is 1 out of 4 and 4. After which, I think I have selected the same question. No, it's the different questions. Okay, all right. So now you see that P3 has been selected. P1 is completed. Just mark it here. P3 is also completed. Now we have P2 and P4. Both have burst time 4, right? So if both have burst time, I have written here in the first. If both have the first time, we will use FCFS. What happens in FCFS? The process which comes first, the arrival time of the process which is faster, that will be given the CPU. As here, both the CPUs have burst time 4, so we will be giving the process to P2 as it has arrived faster. So P2 will be given the process here, and then we'll next give to process 2. Okay, first we need to complete it. Okay, P3 had burst time 1, P2 had burst time 4, and then after P2 we'll be giving it to P4. Alright, so all the processes were completed. P1 was given up to 7, P3 was given up to 8, after one bus time. So that's all right. That's how the Gantt chart will look like. And we can easily calculate the calculation time or the completion time, sorry, I wrongly told completion time. The completion time when P1 completed, it is 7. And when P3 completed, it is 8. And when P2 completed, it is 12. And when P4 completed, it's 16. All right. Now to find this, we have the formulas. That should be easy to finding, but still I'll find this. And the average, that's will be homework for you guys. You just can calculate it obviously. 7 and its arrival time is 0, so turnaround time will be 7. The calculation or the completion time, sorry, I'm not just all right. The completion time here will be 12 and the arrival is 2, so it will be 10. The completion here is 8, the arrival is 4, so it will be 4. The completion time here is 16 and the arrival time is 5, so it will be 11. So just add it and you will get the average turnaround time. Now let's come to waiting time. Waiting time formula is turnaround time minus burst time. Yes, I'm right. So waiting time will be first 0. Here 10 minus 4 will be 6. Here 4 minus 1 will be 3. Here 11 minus 4 will be 7. Just add it. 6, 3 plus 7 by 4, you'll get your average waiting time and similarly your average turnaround time. That's our one question done. It should be easy, nothing should be difficult. Now let's move to the next question. Yeah, we have our next question here. Here the arrival time is same for all, which should be an easy one. If the arrival time is same, then it's obviously an easy question. So we don't need to think more about arrival time. We'll just go directly to our process. So as it is SJF, the criteria is burst time. The lowest process will be first given the priority. Let me complete the Gantt chart. Okay. Okay, I think I did one more. All right. Yeah. First P3 will be given, obviously, because P3, the process always starts from 0, guys. Always remember, process will always start from 0. So P3 was given first the CPU because it had the lowest burst time. So at 1, which had the lowest burst time, we can see that all of the processes have already arrived, but which process has the lowest burst time will be given next the CPU, which will be P2. So up to what P2? P2 will be going up to 5 because P2 has burst time of 4. Now, what will be given next? Next will be P4 because it has burst time less than P1, and then we'll be giving it to P1, which will be 16. The completion time of P1 will be 16 and the completion time of P2 will be 5. Completion time of P1 will be 1. The completion time of P4 will be 10. Now we'll find the turnaround time. Turnaround time is completion time minus arrival time. This will be 16, this will be 5, this will be 1, and this will be 10. Just add it. 16 plus 5 plus 1 plus 10 and divide it by 4. You'll get your average turnaround time. Now let's go to waiting time. Waiting time is turnaround time minus burst time. So which should be 16 minus 6, it should be 10. And 5 minus 4 should be 1. 1 minus 1, 0. And 10 minus 4, 5. You can find the average waiting time just by adding it all. Now let's come to our last question. This will be a little bit tricky, but so just hear me and you should be good to go. All right. So there is a lot of things going on here. As I've told you, the process always and always starts from 0. Okay, let me just shorten this a bit because I will not be able to write below the process. Yeah, okay. It should be fine. I don't have any issue with it. It should be fine. Just need to write my process below. All right, so that you guys should know that when exactly the process comes, right? That's important, right, guys? Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. So as you know that process always starts from 0. We have a 0 here, but we see that none of the process have arrived. So what will we do now? We have already seen that in the FCFS thing. So if the process, there is no process, so the CPU will remain idle, right, guys? So we'll just do this here. The CPU will remain idle and we'll move to the next. So at 1, we will see, before seeing the criteria, we must see that what the process are there waiting. So at 1, we see that there are two processes. There is a P1 and there is P3. Both are waiting. Now we'll see the criteria. The criteria is burst time. The process with the lowest burst time should be given the CPU. Right, guys? So here, the process with the lowest burst time, as you can see, it is P3. Right, guys? So P3 will be given first. Now, as it is non-preemptive, P3 will be executed till its completion. So P3 will run till 3, and at 3, we should see that what process are already there. So at 3, you can see that P1 is there and P2 is already there. P4 has not yet arrived. We must see the burst time. Now burst time of P1 is less than of P2. So P1 will be given next. So P1 has a burst time of 3 as well. So it will be 6. Now P3 is over. P1 is over. We have P2 and P4 next. So you can see that both have same burst time. We have already covered this in the previous question. So if both have the same burst time, we will use FCFS. And in FCFS, what happens? The process which arrives first will be given the CPU first. So as we can see here, P2 will be given the CPU because it has arrived faster than P4. Right, guys? That should be very easy. It is not totally difficult. You can expect this question. I mean, not exactly this question, but such type of questions can definitely come. Now we'll just completely write the P1. P1 completion time is 6. P2 completion time is 10. P3 completion time is 3. Always remember, guys, this is the completion time, right, guys? The process, this, this is where the process has completed. Now P4 has completed at 14. Now we'll find the turnaround time. Turnaround time is, guys, you can see that completion time minus arrival time. Completion time here is 6, arrival time is 5, this will be 8, this will be 2, this will be 10, right? And to find the average turnaround time, just add it, guys. You'll get your answer. Easy, isn't it? Now we'll find the waiting time. The waiting time is easy. 5 minus 3, it's turnaround time minus burst time. This will be 2, this will be 4, this will be 0, and this will be 10 minus 4, 6. Just add it and done. Waiting time is done as well. Average waiting time. So as you can see that shortest job first, we have done the numericals as well. We understood what happens in shortest job first. We explained 3 numericals, but do remember, guys, this is non-preemptive one which I'm discussing for now. I'll do a preemptive one as well in the next video, which will be coming tomorrow. So we have done 3 numericals and we have discussed what happens in shortest job first. So that's it, guys. Have a great day.